We're now streaming live and recorded on Zoom. Today, one of my very best friends in the industry, we met in 2012 in San Diego at the Mike Ferry retreat, and both from Vancouver. And we hit it off. We started a mastermind group, kind of like struggle all throughout this journey together. And I'm just honored to be able to partner with him today, to see him grow all these years to absolutely crushing it right now. Without further ado, my great friend, Mr. Aaron Sosa, eXp Realty. How are you, sir?
Thanks, brother. I love that. I love how we mentioned all the struggles that we've been through together and where we are now. Because the struggles is like, brings it all together when we go through it all.
Man, it was years we were struggling, like burnt out, like stuck in production, like all these like negative mindsets. Oh, and then we went through all these seminars, Tony Robbins, spiritual stuff, Daryl Rutherford, all that kind of good stuff, man. And I'm just, I never get to tell you this too much, but happy to see you where you're at today, man. And all those things all coming together, being married and with a new child, Mr. Messiah. I haven't had the pleasure to meet him, but congratulations on everything, first and foremost.
Thanks, brother. I really, really appreciate that. And honestly, John, I want to say thank you to you because I think you're one of the first people that really I met when I was in the industry and I had no guidance. And when we met at the first time at the Mike Ferry retreat, and then we formed that mastermind, it just completely opened up my mind to so many things that I didn't even know was possible. So, the journey has been amazing. And I loved, doing all the events that we did together and all the coaching that we did together and being roomies for a lot of it, right? We've had some
What a
great.
journey.
Good.
Yeah, roomies for a lot of it. Yes, that was super fun. Let's back up then, because people see where you're at today, building a big team and succeeding at a high level. See you everywhere in Surrey now on your signs and whatnot. Let's back up to the beginning. How did you get started in real estate, and what was it like to come up and struggle all the way through to today?
Yeah, that's a great question. And when I look back at the journey it's been a long one. And my background originally, I was working in hotels. I was a supervisor at the Pan Pacific. And when I was working there, I just saw how like the structure of the whole operation ran. And people had been working there for years and years and years, and nobody was really moving. People were set in their ways, and everybody was hoping to get a promotion, but they didn't have any control of that. And I was really young at the time when I got into hotels. And I figured there's got to be something more that I can do. I have more potential than just to work at a hotel, and nothing wrong with working at a hotel. It's a great job. In fact, I enjoyed it very much. But all of a sudden I stumbled across real estate. People talked about how people bought, sell, invest. I think one of the first books I actually read was Rich Dad Poor Dad. And going in from there, I was like, hey, I don't even think I told anybody, but I just signed up to get my real estate license and just went with it.
Wow. And so that was like 2010, 11?
No, actually, that was in 2008.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then, I didn't really get serious. I was working part-time at the hotel and then doing it. And we all know how that works. And then I think it was probably 2012. I went to a Mike Ferry event that was happening in Richmond. I actually saw you on stage. And I think back then you were doing like 40 deals a year, 50 deals a year. And I was like, how is this guy doing it? And at that time, it seemed like a lot of deals. I think I was only doing like 6 to 8 deals a year. And I had to make the decision. I had to make the decision of, am I going to continue on this path of part-time and playing it safe, or am I going to just, take the leap of faith and jump into it full time? And that's when I joined Mike Ferry Coaching, and really my whole life started to take off.
I remember this, guys. For those of you who's listening right now, I remember him saying to me, I saw this guy on stage at the Richmond seminar, and I was like, man, if this guy can do it, man, I can do it. You left that part out.
Yeah. I did leave that part out, but I remember I'm like looking at him like, how's this guy doing this many deals? Like, come on, I can do this. But the truth is, man, I've never met someone so consistent in their life. And going back to all those times that we roomed together, you're the only person that I know that'd be up hanging out with everybody all night long and still be up at 5 in the morning to hit the gym every single day of the week. So, you know, you're an inspiration for that.
Thank you, thank you. Party hard and work hard. So, so just touching on that, because you went 2008, which was probably a horrible time to get into real estate, guys, and you went for it. But you had the backing of the hotel job to give you the consistent income, and you took the plunge in 2012. Finally, 4 years in that you did that. Now, knowing what you know today. And a lot of new agents are watching this. Would you advise them to go sooner than later to go full time, or just say, hey, you know what, it's okay to do what you did and then slowly get into it? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, you know, to be honest, looking back at the way I did it, I wish I did it sooner. I think, you know, when you're playing it safe, especially in the industry that we're in real estate, we're here providing a service for our clients, and our clients really need us to be available at all times. Unfortunately, we can't just be available, you know, after 5 p.m. or only on the weekends. It just doesn't work that way. And so anybody that contacts me right away, and one of the first questions I ask is, are you, you know, when they ask me about real estate and they're thinking about getting their license, I ask them, are you going in full time? And if they're not, I would really, you know, explore what that means to be a part-time agent. What are the costs involved? What are the time? What are all those things? And I think I've even heard you say it before. I mean, people are paying, I don't know how many thousands of dollars just to keep their license. Is it even worth it to have it if you're not even producing, right?
My gosh, what I took from what you just said was being part-time means that you're not actually there for your clients. Never mind, guys, being part-time for yourself in earning money, but you're simply not there full-time for your clients. Now, is that great customer service or no, guys? Wow. I think that's, you know, what I got from that is a game changer. And for all the new agents that are listening or watching right now, guys, jump in, take the plunge, and we got your back. So let's fast forward, going from 2012, and back then we had just met. I think we were both grinding in that, you know, 20 or 15 to 20 range, and so we struggled through that. So you had some years where you're stuck. Tell us a bit about that. I want to hear that journey.
Yeah, so you know, there were struggles, especially being a new agent, and I was very fortunate to surround myself with people in our mastermind that were producing at a high level.
Yeah.
Seeing what they were doing, you know, it was always tough because the real struggle was not really what was going on out there. The struggle was right here between my ears.
Ooh,
right?
Okay.
So you know, looking back at it, I'm very grateful for all the struggles that I went through. And I learned that everything that it was actually a gift in a certain way, because it allowed me to push harder, to learn more, to be more accountable. And through all of that, I'm clearly where I am right now. And I'm not even where I really want to be. I'm still growing, right, into that version of my full potential. So I think looking back at it and seeing all we call it the struggles, but really I think that everything, there's a lesson and a blessing that we go through. I think the reason why I'm here is because I took certain steps, and the first thing was, it wasn't even done consciously, is I surrounded myself with the right people. And that's when I met you guys and created a mastermind. And basically it opened my horizons to so many different possibilities of like learning and coaching and mentoring and events. And then we worked on our craft daily, right? Like we practice. I mean, we did role plays, we were on calls together, and we had a high level of accountability. I think every time we missed 1 minute of the call, it was $100 US, right? So we weren't messing around. I think I paid you and the rest of the mastermind thousands of dollars. But you know, by doing that, it actually has allowed me to play in a bigger space. And
I never wanted to cash checks. And you were one of the only ones who actually mailed me 3 $100 checks, you know, and I cashed them.
Oh, of course.
But that's the accountability, right? And that's what we go through as agents, because we are self-employed. Nobody's really watching us, but we were watching each other, and that's how we grew along the way. And as you were surrounding yourself with people doing a lot more than you, I know this because I go through this a lot, and I still go through this today, is that when you surround yourself with people doing more than you, how is it it's hard to not compare.
Mhm.
Tell us a bit about that mindset, that what goes on in your head in that.
Yeah, I mean, it really is tough for everybody. I think it doesn't matter where you are. I mean, look at social media these days. How are you not able to open up your phone, look at social media, and start comparing yourself right away?
Oh,
And the real, it took time to really get past that. And especially being around such top producers and doing so well and saying, why am I not there yet? But what I really understand is every person is on their own journey, and everything we're going through is meant to be. So really, if you stay resilient and understand that everything that's happening in your life is happening for a reason, and have faith on where you'll end up, you can actually let go of where everybody else is. And really the only comparison you need to make is yourself and, who I am being tomorrow or the day after, if I'm being better each and every day.
Wow. Just really focusing inward on how I can improve myself. You got to let that go, that comparison. And I always say this, if you really want to look at social media, look at him, her doing a lot more, it's like, hey, if they can do it, then I can do it. Right. So it's really, truly amazing to see your journey until you got here today. And of course, we have a lot more room to grow. Now I want to touch on this end here. We've done Thatch. We haven't done Thatch. We have done Thatch's programs.
He's the whole reason I started journaling and meditating was all because of Thatch. And
okay,
that's a big part of my routines on a daily basis now. So
I do want to talk about that. So Thatch, and then Danny Morel, ayahuasca, right?
Yeah,
all that good stuff. So the journaling, the meditating, and you got a Buddha a portrait right behind you there. How has this spiritual journey helped you in your real estate career?
Oh, that's a very good question. My spiritual journey started for me when I was in a very low space. And from that, it's amazing how the universe aligns the right people in your life. And from there, I had no choice but to try these things. And so when I started journaling, when I started meditating, when I started doing breath work, all these things really started to center me. And I realized that a lot of the things that we did were great, through the years of being in a mastermind together. But every time we were doing all those things, it was always looking on the outside. Right? We're always trying to figure out how to do this better, how to do it faster. And we're always looking at going to events, getting the momentum. But we all knew that we'd go to these events, we'd be super jacked up. And then 3 months later, we'd have to go to another one because we'd be like burnt out and dying. And we're like, okay,
yes.
Now. So with becoming, more spiritual, as they say, and working on meditation and journaling and visualization and the breath work, it allowed me to come back to me. And so when I was able to do that, I was able to rediscover like my true self. And I realized that it's not even about me being a top agent anymore. It's actually about me helping other agents become successful. I get more enjoyment out of that, believe it or not, than real estate. And this is all just coming to me in the last year and a half. And the possibility opened really when I joined EXP, because I'll tell you, like 2 years before, moving over and making the switch, when I was at my old brokerage, I was really thinking is how the hell can I get out of this industry?
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, I mean the grind. You know how it is. It takes a big toll on you. Working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, having no time for nothing, missing family events, missing all those things. And I can say the last 2 years, my whole world has changed, and not even intentionally. It's just happening.
It looks amazing right now, and just so happy for you. What I heard just now, though, before you went on the spiritual journey, meditation, journaling, law of attraction stuff, you said you had no choice. Where were you in that, in your life, that you had no choice? Tell us about that.
I think all of us go through highs and lows, and it's on us to really take those signs that come in, whatever you believe in, if it's from God, from the universe. When you take those signs, it's for you to take action on, right? It's actually moving you forward. And unfortunately, some people don't see those signs and they go the other way. And that makes it very,
Mm.
very difficult on them. So I was fortunate enough that I saw these signs and I needed to make a change. And this was what right there that aligned for me. And so that's the direction I went in.
That's awesome. Yeah, like Tony Robbins said, it's either you take action because of either inspiration or desperation. And in this case, it sounds like it's both. You had to make a change. And so, it's no coincidence that you fell into this journey right now. And what I heard you say also was, it's not about you, the ego being the top agent. It's about helping others. And that's how you are starting to, really build a big team. Tell us about that journey from transition from being an individual agent to building a team. What's that like for you?
Like I said, it's given me more for real estate because before it was always about myself and working and now my clients. But what it is building a team is I get to work with other individuals. And what I get to share is all this work that I've done, I would say is like in the last 8 to 9 years, I get to share it with them. I mean, even we paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn everything that we know. And it's just great to be able to give back. There was times I remember making calls on a daily basis and, keeping up to your standard of 50 contacts a day. I was never there. It was 20 to 25 and I was burnt out. And those calls on a daily basis, I used to think like, man, why am I doing this? But now, practicing role playing, making those calls, I look back at it all and I'm like, now I understand and I have the skills that I can share this with other people. And so for me, there was two reasons why this team came together. And I didn't go out and source people to come join the team. Everybody that joined my team was organic. They approached me or we connected in some way in some form. And it was really organic. So, and I love working with the guys on my team. But one reason was, you said it, I have a new baby boy. And I wanted some time back because we all know as a single agent, you can work 7 days a week and nonstop. So it allowed me to do that. And the second thing was basically to help people get to where I am faster. Every single person that's on my team, I say, if I look back at it, it took me 8 years to get to this point. I'm a slow learner. Okay. So, it took me 8 years, but I said, working with me as a team as together, I said, you should be able to do it in half. And that's what it is, right? We're going to get you there in 4 years and get you in a much better space because, we went through all the hard shit to get to where we are today. And so hopefully we can help some people bypass that and become successful a lot faster.
Oh man, you hit it right on the head there. You 14 years now struggling through to get to this point, and myself almost 17 years. Like, guys, if you were to collaborate with us, we can tell you all the hurdles that we went through and have you cut that down, if not half, to like a quarter of it, so you don't have to struggle that long. And with a team, you don't need to work 7 days a week anymore. As a team member, everybody has each other's back. Exactly. Man, it's just amazing to see who you've attracted. All the guys on your team are just great guys. And I'm, again, just so happy for you. So where do you see yourself, taking this to? Right now, you have, it looks like around 5-6 agents now. Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years with your team and real estate in general?
Ooh, that's a great question. As far as my team, I want to continue to grow, and I only want to continue to grow at the capacity that I feel that I can really help the agents that are on my team. I feel that, you see teams in real estate because right now they're everywhere. Everybody has a team. But, as a team leader, it really is, what's your capability to empower the agents that are on your team? Are you helping them build their skills? Are you helping them? Are you pushing them? Are you holding them accountable? I mean, there's top agents out there that basically just use people to be on their team so they don't have to do things that they don't want to do. So there's two types of teams. And I think that myself and yourself as well, we're really helping the people that we're around to really become better, not only better agents, but better people overall. And so in the long-term plan, I mean, I don't know how big the team can grow. However, it's more about how many people I can help really, become better people and better agents.
Absolutely. As I always say, now that I'm in this juncture in my team building journey, is that I switched from, hey, you guys are working for me. I'm the boss. I'm the top agent. I'm the best agent on the team, to like, you know what? I'm nobody, but a person that's helping you achieve your goals. And you guys are my biggest customers because I want to help you guys thrive in your real estate career. And I think you are the same way.
Absolutely.
So, man, that's amazing. I do want to talk about how you've been able to increase production. There's one thing that I think one of your team members brought up is that you can't go into Surrey right now and White Rock without seeing Aaron Sosa. Was that like a strategic move for you, or it's just gradually that went there?
It's gradual. I mean, you know where
Okay.
we came from. We were Mike Ferry trained agents. We didn't do any advertising, zero. It was like, it was frowned upon if you even sent a marketing piece.
Exactly.
So with me, I had just transitioned into the new marketplace. I was originally in Richmond, Vancouver. So I needed to figure out ways that I can be seen. And so one way was, putting my ads up everywhere. Also doing mail outs and door knocking, but all that has actually stepped back because I'm really trying to focus more on, my database and my team with online leads. That's where my focus is right now.
Awesome. So so farming was one, but then you're now actually spending more energy and time and focus on your past clients because that is our gold mine. That's everything to our business.
Absolutely. And I think with us, we were so focused and trained for so many years on contacts and, talking to people and how many people we connect with.
Yeah.
But really, we all have we have a really great source of connections in our own database. So why not utilize that, right? So working on that part of it is a priority for me right now. And then also helping my team grow their database.
I love it, man. That's my focus as well. We did an exercise yesterday on our mastermind call, really how many people do you have in your database? How much revenues have you generated from this database? And you look at that and you're like, oh my God, it's not even fair. Like you got to take care of these people. And if you're not spending money or spending time with these people, you're making a mistake.
Absolutely.
Like trying to get out there and, do more flyers, do more bus benches. But wait a minute, you got to take care of your database, right? So at this point, and I would say that, Aaron, that you succeeded in real estate, big time. There's always more, yes.
Yeah.
What's your why? What keeps you going?
You know what? What I would say is always, your why, everyone tells you is their family. And trust me, my family is my why, especially having a newborn son. But my real why is, just figuring out what's my real purpose here in this lifetime.
Wow.
I have this belief that before we come into this life that we live, our souls know exactly the reason why we're meant to come here and enter our bodies. And when that transition happens, when we are born, we actually forget the reason what our purpose is. And the whole purpose of living this life is actually to rediscover what that purpose is. And once you get closer to figuring that out, then you can actually work on your potential and you can become that best version of yourself. So my biggest why is it is my family. It is Harsha and Messiah, but at the same time, it's about me, and I think that's something that a lot of people have to realize is that we all got to fly. We all got to first love ourselves, right? First love yourself. So,
wow, dude, that is a great answer because for all the whys that we state, I want to make more money so I can feed my family. I want to be there for my family. I want free time for my family and I would be happy. Right. And ultimately, it's about the spiritual journey of finding yourself and finding your true, what they call Dharma.
Yeah.
What are you here for? Wow, that's super inspiring. So what are you doing right now to find yourself, so to speak?
I'm just taking everything day by day, always working on myself. And at the same time, just growing, trying to become a better version of myself each day. Every day is a learning process. We go through things and we always think that, it can be better. So really just being happy with where I am exactly right now and understand that it couldn't be any other way. So really, really love where you are. And I'm just taking it day by day.
I love it. I always say this to myself every single day, like, what's next? What's next? I'm always telling myself what's next. And I'm like, wait a minute, why am I chasing that?
Yeah.
Like, what's their hurry?
Yeah. What about where am I right now?
Yeah,
Forget
where am
about,
I?
like, really, like, focus on what's right now,
Yeah, exactly. The present. And like, if you don't appreciate where you're at right now, you're probably going to slow down your progress on where you want to get to.
Sure.
And I always say to myself, whatever journey there is, like good, bad, right, or wrong in my journey, is that if I'm happy today, I think that's all that matters.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. I
I
mean,
think I see that in you.
yeah, I spoke with a friend earlier today, and they're having some things going on in their family with health issues, and instantly it's like, I came into the office thinking about all the deals that we're working on and everything, and the stress level's a little bit high, and then I had this conversation with them, and I was literally in tears because I was like, at the end of the day, we have our health, my family is healthy, my baby boy is good, and I have so much to be grateful for right now. And life can be a lot different than what it is. So just be happy with where you're at.
Yeah, man. Thatch always says, if you don't have a tarp up on top of your head right now, you have a roof over your head, you've already made it.
Yeah.
And the rest is gravy. So if you come from that, man, we've already made it. Just go out there and contribute and serve others and really find your true purpose. How you're going to serve others is, the real journey in life, I think. Sorry to get super spiritual with this, guys. All right, let's circle back.
Yeah.
Right now, the market's changing. US, Canada, North America, interest rates going up, inventory going up. What would you say to agents right now to prep for this changing market? And how do you thrive inside of this?
Yeah, it's a very interesting time for all of us. But what I say is just do the day to day, do the day to day, work on your mindset so that you can strengthen it. And so no matter what the change is, you're always ready to go. You're always prepared, and take on courage, really have faith, and just step into what it's going to be. I tell my guys all the time, on the team, I said, you can look at the way the market is and saying, holy shit, what's going to happen next? I'm going to make through this. Or you can look at it and say, hey, you know what? This is the best time. This is the best situation for me to be in right now, because it's going to give me the opportunities, the lessons, the skills that I need so I can be successful 4 or 5 years down the road when the market changes. We all know that the market is a cycle. So it's not like you're never going to see this type of thing happening. So just work through it.
Dude, keeping our heads down, doing your dailies, your meditation, your journaling, take care of this. And I always say to my guys as well, okay, just keep your head down. Like it's like swimming. You got to swim, and it's a journey, right? And then when you need to rest, you come up for air.
Yeah, exactly.
But you go back down and do your dailies.
Okay.
Block out what's out there telling you about the negative news. You have the economy and you have your economy. So just focus on this and focus on the daily, work on this.
Yeah.
Aaron, thank you for all that. Any last advice for the agents to really rock 2022?
Last piece of advice would be start every day with gratitude. Start every single day with gratitude, no matter what you're going through right now. Always remember, this too shall pass. And be excited for what's coming tomorrow, because every day there's miracles, blessings, and opportunities for all of us if we're open to accept them.
That's amazing. Start every day with gratitude. And for all the things that you do, for all the things that you've achieved, I've seen the whole journey, Aaron. Again, it's amazing to see where you're at today. A big congratulations. Aaron, how can we join your team, send you referrals, and follow you on social media?
Well, you can just contact me on social media. You can find me on Facebook. It's Aaron Sosa. And on Instagram, it's _Aaron Sosa. So just hit me up. I'm always there for you.
Dude, thank you. A big thank you for being my friend first and foremost.
Thank you.
And now we are partners. I'm grateful for you.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. Thank you for allowing me to jump on this call with you today, John.
Dude, you're amazing. I'm short for words, guys. Getting a little emotional just seeing how much he has achieved. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. Make it a great day. We'll see y'all next week. Thank you, Aaron.
Take care. See you guys.
All right.